Hey guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to H3VR. So, we're back on the range. This is going to be a bit of a quick video this time, because we've not really got a major thing to show, but this is something that has come along, and it's actually pretty awesome. So, for a long time, the only way we could really benefit from booms in horseshoes, hot dogs, and hand grenades is, in fact, having a hand grenade. And, it's a fairly simple system. How close am I to the wall? Because I don't want to... we're fairly close back. Yeah, we're fairly close back. So, this is the M67 Hand Grenade. A fairly... everyone really recognises it. You've got the pin, you've got the safety system. It's a fairly standard thing. In order to use said grenade, you pull the pin, throw the pin away, of course. And if you let go of the trigger, which I'm not going to at the moment, this thing flies off and you have a few seconds before this grenade explodes, throwing a bunch of fragments in the direction of wherever. So I'm going to throw it to the left. And there's the little sound effect. And that's going to bounce away. There you go. So it's a really nice, awesome explosion. And, there you go. It's a grenade. It says on the tin. But what if you're not really a big fan of throwing stuff? I mean, it's really tiresome to, get a grenade, pull the pin, throw it. You may not be a good thrower. You may not be able to hit where you're aiming at because, I don't know, you're not good at it. You don't know what side you use, if you know what I mean. So, really, that could be a problem. Okay, that's not a problem. We have this. This is an M79 Thumper, and in fact, this is the latest edition Thumper. There was another one. There was an older model, but then that got replaced, and now we have this. So it's a fairly simple system. You have the rocket launcher. No, you have the sights if you know how to use them. I don't. Oh, there we go. You use the sights. I just flip these up and use it by that. Simple procedure to loading. You get your 40mm round, you slot it in the chamber, you close it down, you take aim in a rough area, say for example, arsehole over there, and you fire. You miss completely because you're a terrible shot, and there you go. So there's your M79 Thumper grenade launcher, and it's a fairly simple process, and for many years this has been probably the simplest, most efficient way as well. Then there were other versions of this particular grenade launcher known as the M203. That was an underslung grenade launcher which allowed people to load the noob tube effectively, so you're like thump and then you close it back up again and then thump like so. So yeah. Well, I mean, it's all fun and good, but this is a bit cumbersome. It's a very big grenade launcher, and again, the sights aren't exactly easy to use. You've got to use this weird sort of system where you've got to raise and lower these things, and this is all right, but I could think of better. So what's new to this is oh, hello, what are you? You're a new grenade launcher, aren't you? This is the M320, which is not a retractable stock. That's okay. This is the latest in underslung grenade rifle technology. The sights are a lot nicer, as you can see. A little simpler as well, if you can figure out how to use them. I can't. But little incremental distances as well. I can't really see because it's a little out of focus. This is the first iteration, I believe. And there's a safety feature and everything. But still, this would be cool if you could extend the stock. But this is almost a handheld grenade launcher, which is nice. And how you load it, you press left on the D-pad, you insert your 40mm grenade in, and there you go. So now, you can use your time to aim. So I can actually get better aim on this one. So I'm going to try and go for that little thing over there. A little high, but it's alright. And yeah, so you sling the thing out, you point it towards the ground, grenade launcher, effective, which is nice. So there you go, another grenade launcher. Now, this is all fine and good, and having the ability to sort of open this up, slump another one in, and then close it again and go crazy again, that's pretty cool. But it's only one round. I kind of wish we had that's something a little more than just one round. I mean, one round is good and all, and may take out a group of enemies. What if another group of enemies? Like, say, I take out a bunch of Taliban McDouchebags there if I'm in Armor 3, and then all of a sudden another pack of them come over there, and you're like, shit, I need to reload. Can't do it in time, can you? That's where where a particular grenade launcher, which has been around with us for quite some time, comes in. Oh, hello. This, my dear friends, is the M32 Multiple Grenade Launcher. It's a fairly this thing's been seen in various video games. You know what? I might just put this in the bin now. Give me extra frames. So this has been seen in various video games. Understandably, it has attracted a fairly universal attention because it's a multiple grenade launching platform. How do you load it? You hit left on the D-pad. If you hit right on the D-pad, you can actually flip it round the other way. But it's a lot easier if you just do that. To be honest with you, what would be cool, though this is the first iteration, is if you're holding it, you can kind of press left on it and then you hold it up. Like so. But for the sake of ease, we'll just do it like this. So, what you do, you slot 4 of these bad boys in. Like so. And we'll make that the last round. And, there you go. You then grab this. Nope. Like so. It's on full auto. And then you take aim. Rough guessing. And you fire. Oh, there's the fire arrows. Now this is a semi-automatic, I assume, I want you to reload. You have to I think you have to take them out. I imagine there's another process. Oop. Oop. No. Oh, you can spin it around as well. That's actually kind of cool, because you can like spin it and be like, where does it stop? No one knows. Nice. So, this is the multiple launch grenade launching system. A very nice, very sexy grenade launch. I might just reload and do one more foray. And fairly quick. I mean, obviously you have your speed loaders, but this is not too bad. What's the kick if I try and one-hand it? Absolutely none. Damn. I imagine there's going to be is there like a button which gets all of them down? Well, that's one way of doing it, I'll be honest with you. Damn. So, yes, there's the MLG for you, which is, or MGL, I should say. So, there you go. This is the new multiple launch grenade launch system, and it's very, very nice. Obviously, it has the Picatinny systems on the side to establish many flags as possible, or to have some sights on, either way. So, there you go. Very, very nice, and I like it. I mean, as grenade launchers go, my personal favourite has to be the M203. It's just, you know, M16 with M203 on the top. Beautiful. I grew up with that in Operation Flashpoint, and I will always love it. And why not? I got a noob tube in my arsenal. Told you I'd hit it. So, finally, we have this thing. This is the artillerie pistol. Or if we go to the... Oh, wrong one. Oh, no, sorry. Sturm pistol. There was all that. Sorry, this is a converted flare gun. Very converted, as you can see. And it fires these things. What's the ammo type? Sturm grenade. So, of course, it's a Sturm grenade. Which is basically you load it like so. Like an RPG, to be honest with you. You somehow, I don't know, you somehow use one hand to brace it. We shall fire it like a pro. And you fire. Cock it back. And like a mortar. It's fairly simple, similar to a rifle grenade. If you, in like early, sort of in, I suppose, early war periods, and I suppose also mid to late war periods, you could have grenadiers. And what they would do, like described here, is you would be running around in combat with your main rifle, and there would be a certain attachment you would have for the rifle, in which you basically attach a propelled grenade. And for some reason now we can't use it. Can we use it again? No, we can't. Oh, once that's it, round's dead. Oh, I was going to say, like, throw it to the ground, see what happens. Whoa! Okay, load the other round in. The fuck? Okay, apparently that counts. GG. So, you basically would load the round in, and, like a mortar, fire it. And there you go. So, this is cool. I have to admit, I do like this. It's a simple system, but I mean, it's more historical. And I've seen these things in real life. I actually saw this thing in real life before this, and I was wondering whether it was like some kind of upgraded signal flare. But no, it was a grenade launcher. Grenade pistol, in fact. And, yeah, this is very accurate. Though, truth be told, you probably wouldn't want to fire it with one hand. I mean, the whole point of the stock is that you hold it with two hands, like so, using the sight, and then you aim and parade, like that one where I just aimed on. You got it. And there you go. That would be a good infantry clearer. So, now that we've had a look at grenade launchers, let's have a quick look at something that... Oh, it's because we're on a hill, aren't we? Yes. I was wondering why the game was suddenly lipping, and I thought it was my headset. No, it's the environment. Now, okay, so let's have a quick look at a little tiny new thing that was implemented as kind of a whoops, I forgot. And also, this is something that will please American fans. We've got a new bolt-action rifle. Yes. And as I said, it'll please American fans because it's the Springfield 03 Sniper... normal, right? I keep saying sniper. The Springfield 03 rifle. Apparently apparently that's... I don't think that's quite working, but that's probably more what was meant to be put in, but still. So, many of you guys may already know this sniper rifle, or rifle, as I should say. Ooh, just went into the monitors there. Most of you guys will already know this rifle from World War II games, and of course you know that this particular rifle is famous for being a sniper rifle during the Second World War. The official history, if you will, is that, yes, indeed, this was a rifle utilized by American forces in the First World War, and also was utilized in the early Second World War by infantry, before being given a more specialized sniper role in the Second World War. Which is, you know, obviously rather famous. Just toss that over there. So, there you go. But one thing I'm going to point out as well is that when the company Springfield made this gun, they had to pay someone some royalties for the design of the bolt. I'm going to give you a few seconds to guess which company they had to pay. If you guessed it right, congratulations! You get an imaginary cookie, because yes, it was the K98 Mauser company. So, yes, there you go. Bolt design, fairly similar, isn't it? In fact, one could argue it's almost exactly the same. So, that's the K98 for you, trolling everyone till the day. Right, so this, of course, as said before, is 5-round stripper clip, American-made 30-on-6 rounds. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've given this thing a bit of a go. I am not good at shooting at it. Even though I love bolt actions, the sight is a bitch. Like, out of all the bolt action rifles I've used so far, if we're talking about just the sight aperture alone, the Springfield is possibly the worst sighted. Now, I apologize to my American fans if I have any out there who I've now probably just lost, but in my defense, there are two reasons why I don't like the sight. A real reason, i.e. the one I use in other games, and the other reason, which is more specifically to this game. Now, when I'm going to aim down the sight, I'm going to aim down, you know, let's rejig the environment. Clean up. So, say for example, I wanted to shoot that little hot dog over there. Now, if I want to aim down the sight of this thing, I now can't really see the sight. This is the first reason for this game. I now can't see the sight very well because I've got the pixelation of... Like, I've got basically... My eyes are right up to a screen, for anyone who doesn't know. So, when I try and aim down the sight, I can't actually easily tell where I need to aim, which can be a problem. Now, if I go up against a light target, for argument's sake, oh, I can see just very fine. But, yeah, you're relying a lot on this to get that working. And that's not good. Because obviously when you try and aim with this, so let's try and get this guy in the chest. I hit his head. I was aiming for a chest and I hit his head. Just, there you go. Case in point. So, unless I'm aiming in this game at a very distinctively coloured target. So for argument, probably shouldn't have... Sorry, that was an inappropriate joke. Not really meant for that. If I aimed at a different target in terms of brightness, then yes, I can more effectively aim at something else. But if I'm aiming at a... I can't get away with this, can I? If I... I'm not even going to fucking say it. If I'm aiming at the hot dog, I can't see where the sight goes. If I'm aiming at the pot of clay, or the grass, or any other targets, I can more effectively see it. In comparison to the K98, which if we just... Ooh, okay, the gun does not want to go on the top. If I aim down the sight on the K98, I not only have that to help me, I also have that to help me. So when I want to aim down at the chest region, I now can easily see the difference, and it allows me to aim more effectively on target, which means when I fire that thing, for argument's sake, bang, obviously, if I want to aim down the sight, I can more effectively aim. It centers down my aim. But then, even then, it's not as good. Because obviously the best, in terms of sight aperture, I begrudgingly admit that this is probably the best. Now, we do have the Mosin Nagant, for a quick reference, which is really good, but it has the same sort of thing as the K98. It does its job, but it doesn't, it has, as I said, it has the same, impact as the K98 sight, so it's, same results. This gun, on the other hand, has a much better rear sight aperture system. Oh, really? Come on. Isn't it? Oh, it's because it's the wrong mag. Right. So when putting these things, when utilizing the 303 sight, the ring around the rear sight, helps focus you in on the already easily identifiable foresight. So now, if I aim for the chest, I hit the chest. If I aim for the head, I miss because I'm an idiot. Although I did hit something. There you go. So I aim for the head, I hit the head. I aim, so that's, in my opinion, that's why I prefer this sight weapon over the Springfield. And in a few years ago, in a video documentary called Lock and Load, by the now deceased Ali Ermi, rest in peace. He was a legend. He was basically identifying the fact that this was a good rifle over this one. That's just my little smarmy judgment. Okay, so a smuggy moment aside, this is a good rifle. It's a good, effective rifle, and for anyone who wants to utilize it in other video games and other stuff, the sight works better in other video games, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's not a bad rifle. It's the same kind of rifle as a K98 or a Mosin Nagant. There's nothing really that distinctive about it. Yes, it's American. Yes, it was used by, as a sniper rifle more than anything. But that's in the Second World War. The First World War, they were using these like these normally. And they were fine. And in the early stages of the Second World War, the Marines on Guadalcanal, before they got upgraded with M1 Grands, they were using these things still. So, it's... So there you go. That's my own little slight ramble about the historical aspect of the Springfield, but there you go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little quick video. He says quick. and I hope you will catch me on the next video. There are a few other changes as well. Anton has also upgraded the take and hold system, so now we have more sort of... it's more of a technical, like, different musical notes and different tones. I think he's also upgraded some of the way the AI and the other things work, so it's now more effective. But again, not really worth... but it's not really worth going into doing another thing. I might do a separate video when I make myself do like a challenge or whatnot. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you, as I said, if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. I will hope to catch you guys next time. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.